那我们就开始送观菩萨圣号。We will start to recite Christ's name. Namo Christ, O Son, 我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨。我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨。我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，观世音菩萨。我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨。我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，我观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。我们还是继续讨论色彩章经。今天已经是第22堂课。We'll continue to discuss Sutra in 42 sections. This is our lesson 22 for the Sutra. 来声称释迦牟尼佛。Say 3 times Shakyamuni Buddha's name. Homage to our founding teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to our founding teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to our founding teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the Shila Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Homage to the Shila Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Homage to the Shila Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. 无上甚深微妙法，百千万劫难遭遇。我今见闻得受持，愿解如来真实义。Suprememos Dhamma Sata and Profound. That is encounter even in billions of years. Now I see and hear it, accept and expose it, and I truly understand the Buddha's true meaning. 我们上礼拜是讨论第13章，那是叫做问道宿命，其实是问的2件事情，一个是什么是智道，另外一个是怎么知道过去生，就是有宿命通。So last week we discussed section 13. it's talking about two questions here about this should be the ultimate way, and also know the past life, the spiritual power to know the past life. So we'll go on. 我们把经文念一念，我 recite read the text, Chinese verse and English. 沙门问佛：以何因缘得知宿命，为其知道？佛言：自心所至，可谓知道。Shamana asked the Buddha, "By what causes and conditions can I know my past lives and understand the ultimate way?" The Buddha said, by purifying your mind and preserving your resolve, you can understand the ultimate way. 譬如魔镜垢去名存，断欲无求，当得宿命。Just as when you polish a mirror, the dust vanishes and brightness remains. So too, if you cut off desire and do not seek, you then can know past lives. So this is the section. 这一章就到这里，我们来看一看，复习一下。是有个沙门啊，这出家人问的佛什么问题？就是怎么样能够知道过去生，能够了解到知道。沙门是把这个慧当作是了解，我觉得这个慧恐怕是不止了解，就是你和那个知道汇合在一起，就是你能够和知道合为一，那就比了解要来得更深。那佛陀的答复说：自心所至，可谓知道。你要清净你的心，守志。上门解释这个志是志愿，就是你要保持着你的志愿，不要忘掉。那这样的话，你就可以了解到这个最高的道，或者最高的道合为一。So this is a monk asks the Buddha, and how can he know his past life? The Chinese actually is not specified as his own past lives. It can be more general, just to have the power of knowing past lives, including himself and others, and understand the ultimate way. So the two questions: one is how to know the past life, and the second question is to understand the ultimate way. This understand this character Hui. This is a master interpret understand, but this character can mean like merge with, to be one with the ultimate way. Then I think will be more profound than just understand. Means you practice the ultimate way. You can say that there will be more profound meaning. So the Buddha answered the question: purify your mind and preserving your resolve, and you can understand the ultimate way. So you need to do two things: purify your mind, preserving your resolve. Last week I couldn't read this one. I thought it's persevering, and that's actually preserving. I'm not sure preserving is any better than persevere. Your resolve, you need to persevere, right? Keep going. Preserve, I'm not sure whether this is the best translation of that. Anyway, so you need to purify your mind and keep your resolve. Don't forget your resolve. Then you can understand the ultimate way. So only half of the first question answered. 前面只是讲到怎么样会知道，这边的话就是在讲到怎么会得到宿命。 我的一个譬喻就是说，譬如你在磨镜子，垢去名存。你磨镜子，这个古代的是铜镜，所以你要把那个锈给磨掉，所以它是磨镜。比方现在的镜子的话，你是去擦它，不是去磨它。垢去名存，所以这个垢就是在这个例子的话就是个锈，你那个铜锈，你要把它磨掉以后，就明亮了，那镜子就很明亮。那你断欲无求，你要把欲望也断掉，然后不要去追求，你就会得到宿命。So the master, the Buddha gave an analogy, taking polish a mirror, said an analogy. The dust vanished and brightness remained. In the old days, they use copper mirror, copper like a mirror. So what you need to do is to remove the rust. So it's called polish. And like these days, you clean dust off the mirror. And in the past, it's a copper mirror, so you need to actually grind it. You have to remove the dust, the rust. So here, let's translate into dust. It's for modern days mirror, you dust off, right? There was a dust. But for the copper mirror in the old days, it's not dust. Because this character go means defilement. It can be like a rust or stain, something like this. Certainly it's not dust. And once remove the dust, then the mirror will shine. So the brightness remains. 刚刚在讨论这个垢这个翻译，垢是污垢，对不对？这里是翻译成灰尘。所以现在的镜子当然是你就把灰尘给除掉，就是中间铜镜的话不是灰尘，所以它这边不是用尘，是用垢，也是它的应该像是锈除掉以后或者其他东西，但是并不是现在的镜子，当然大师是个好翻译，但是铜镜的话，大师并不是一个好的翻译。Then they say 断欲 the cut off desire and do not seek. You know past lives. 那这个譬喻和这个知道宿命怎么样连接在一起？一个镜子本来并不明亮，你要磨了以后，磨得成光亮了，那光亮就等于你的智慧光，一般智慧都会有些光，所以就是把那个尘埃，我们一般讲的像摩尼珠一样，你把它的尘土除掉以后，它摩尼珠那光亮就现出来。那这里用的是镜子，镜子你把锈啊这些尘土啊除掉以后，镜子就明亮。那明亮的话，表示一个智慧。所以你如果能够断欲无求的话，断欲无求就等于是在磨镜一样。你断欲无求的话，你的智慧就显出来。你有智慧的话，你就可以看到你过去生，是不是这样子 ？So how does the analogy related to knowing past life? The mirror, when you have dust or you have rust on the mirror won't shine, right? You have to remove the dust, the rust, and the mirror will shine. The copper will shine. Shining itself, brightness itself, represent wisdom. wisdom, you will shine if you have wisdom. So, and this here, if you can cut off desire and do not seek, then your wisdom will be revealed. And the mirror will shine, and something happen in your heart, your mind, the wisdom in your here nature will be revealed. And once the wisdom revealed, then you have the wisdom, you will know past life. So that's how they relate together. 这是上人对这一章的是一个摘要。怎么样知道寿命？上人就讲会道是明白道的意思。This is a Venom Master's more like a summary or recap this section. I think we can probably just skip over this. 这个我想我们可以跳过去。那静心守志，可会知道。你这边守志就讲说要守着你的坚固的志愿，你发什么愿要守着。So this is talking about you have to purify your mind and guard your resolve. And which then means that you firmly keep your resolve. And don't forget it. And you should keep it going. Hold it. 上人讲了，你发了愿以后，不能够过了几天就不算，把它撤回来，不可以。你撤回来你就不是守志，不是把你的志愿守着。So after you make vows, you can just forget them. After a couple of days, 2 days, or withdraw them. Okay. If you do that, then you are not preserving your resolve. You are not keeping your resolve. 那么这边就继续讲了，静心守志，把心里的黑暗、心里的妄想、贪嗔痴都去了，就是静心。如果你守住自己的志愿，你自然就会静心守志，可会知道明白真正的道。真正的最高的道是什么 ？So this is an explanation by the master. Purify your thoughts. Get rid of darkness in your mind and four thoughts, the 3 poisons. This is to purify your mind. And you need also keep your resolve. Then you understand the ultimate way, the highest way. 那譬喻就是用魔镜来譬喻，你知道长者寿命。So this is the nature we talk about that in the mirror. You know your past lives. 到欲念断了，无所求，这样子就得到生命同寿。You need to 看到 get rid of your desire and also you reach the level of not seeking for anything, and you attain the knowledge of past lives. 这边上人的开示就是很重要，就是我们修道人呢，要没有一切的杂念，没有妄想。So this is the instruction by the Venom Master, very important. When you cultivate the way, we should not indulge in any scattering thoughts or full thoughts. 我们要是能够没有妄想，没有杂念， 那不论我们学什么法门，都很快会成功。So if you can do away with thoughts and scattered thoughts, then whatever Dharma method you cultivate, you'll quickly succeed with it. 所以这个没有妄想、杂念，这个是最重要的。没有妄想，没有杂念，什么法门都没有关系。要紧的根本的说，不要有妄想，不要杂念。So only this is key things here. You need to do away with those four thoughts, scattered thoughts. Once you can get rid of your four thoughts, scattered thoughts, then you'll succeed in your cultivation, no matter what Dharma method you practice. 那反过来呢？如果我们尽有一些妄想杂念，贪嗔痴三毒装满了肚子里，那你不论修什么法门，也不会相应。So, contrary, if we have four thoughts, scattered thoughts, those are the three poisons, filling up stomach, then it's certainly not going to have any response, no matter what you cultivate. 上人接下来继续讲说，学佛的人一定要先断欲去爱，把欲念先断了，就不会再求什么。So cultivator should first cut off desire in case of emotional love. Once you have ended thoughts of desire, then you no longer seek anything. 有所求就是苦，因为无论你求什么，求不到就有求不得苦。If you seek for something, you're very seeking is suffering. So no matter what you seek, if you cannot obtain it, then you experience the suffering of not getting what you want. 上人这边就讲得很清楚的，我们修行修什么？就是要把我们的妄想修没有了，欲念修没有了，这样子的话，你这个修行就有成就。So this is a key question. What is that we cultivate? We cultivate to get rid of all thoughts and also desire. Only then you have the real skill. 那你把嫉妒、障碍、贪嗔痴都打扫干净了，就会得到生命光。所以 we can cleanse yourself, jealousy, obstructions, greed, hatred, and delusion. You'll attain the knowledge of precepts. 像这句话，这个是非常重要，我们都应该要好好的牢记这个。你修来修去，要紧的就是要把我们的妄想修没有了，把欲念修没有了。所以你不管你念多少咒，念多少佛，那你如果还有妄想、还有欲念的话，那在修行上就不是有什么成就。所以要紧的不是修什么法门，而是到底有没有妄想，有没有欲念。So I think this is most important. What do we cultivate? It's not the method we cultivate. It's not reciting the sutra, mantra, or citing Buddha's name. That's not secondary importance. The most important, we need to get rid of four thoughts and also desire. So if we can get rid of four thoughts and desire, then we succeed in our cultivation. We'll succeed in our cultivation. So if we still have four thoughts and the desire, then whatever method we cultivate, it's not going to really bring us any success. 这边到这边就是成长，接下来就是14章。So section 13 ended. Now is section 14. 这个是有沙门来问佛陀，也是两个问题：什么是善，什么是大？最大的是最大的、最伟大的是善事。Again, these are two questions. It's by a monastic to the Buddha. What is goodness? What is greatness? Two questions. 我们来念经文和 read the Sutra. 沙门问佛：何者为善？何者最大？佛言：行道守真者善，至于道何者大？ The Shamana asked the Buddha, what is goodness? What is the foremost greatness? The Buddha said, to practice the way and uphold the truth is goodness. To unite your will with the way is greatness. I believe that's it. Right? 就是这章就这么短。This section is really short. 所以这问题是两个问题嘛？什么是善？什么是大？最大？那回答也很简单：行道守真。你修行就修道，守真，守着真理。前面那章是说守志，这边志在这边，志与道何者大？前面是会其志道，这边讲你的志愿和这个道知道要合在一起，那这就是最大的事情。So, again, two questions: what is goodness? What is foremost greatness? The answer is pretty short. To practice the way and uphold the truth is goodness. So you have to cultivate the way and uphold the truth. Then that's goodness. To unite your will with the way is greatness. Here, the zhi that translates into will. In previous section, translates into resolve. Zhi, so it's probably more like the aspiration. It's not exactly like resolve, because we had 志愿, maybe it's a resolve. Most wills, it's not quite like vow, not vow yet. It's the way it's greatness. 那这个上人对这一章的一个说明，没有什么能比得过真正的修行最善。行道守真，善，真正的修行，上人那正得真实的理，至于道何者？至于道何者最大？证到真实的理。There is no greater good than genuine cultivation, and realize the true principle is the foremost greatness. 所以这边行道上来讲，就是你要修正法，能够修行正法，守住真理的话，这个就是最好的、最善的事情。所以不要修到旁门左道去了。Cultivate the genuine Dharma is doing the very best thing. Don't follow cult practices and religion that be outside the mind. 什么是真正的佛法？你前面讲说你要修真正的佛法，你现在上人就解释了什么是真正的佛法，不自私、大公无私、忘人无我。So what's genuine Dharma? Being unselfish, public spirit, and letting go of views that discern between self and others. In other words, you don't have the notion of self and others. 不要有一个自己，没有自私心、自利心，一举一动都是行菩萨道利益众生。你没有自我的时候，你自然就不会有自私，就不会自私自利。自私自利就是为了自己的，对不对？那你都没有自己的，那当然你不会去自私自利。所以，这无我是最根本的，一举一动都行菩萨道利益众生。So let go of ego is you need to have no self. And if you have no self, then you won't be selfish. You won't seek self-benefit. Because you don't exist, right? Then you won't be selfish. You won't be seeking for self-benefit. So whatever we do, we cultivate a bodhisattva way, benefit sentient beings. 比如说你明白了，你要教他人明白；你自己得到利益的，你要让别人得到利益。不是这世界这是最善的事情。So however much we understand, we teach others to understand that much. When we obtain benefit, we let others obtain that benefit as well. To be unselfish and seek no personal values is the greatest goodness. 所以最善就是，可以说就是无我。你无我的话，就不会自私自利。你把大家都看成是一个，人都是你，那你就不分你我，不分人我，那这样子的话，这是最善。So if we can be without self, then we won't be selfish. We won't seek self-benefiting. We help others just like help ourselves. And that's the greatest goodness. 你讲说行道守真，那守真就是守真理，不要守虚妄不实的那种。修行要明白真理，不明白真理，那就不是守真。守真就是最好的，守住真理。To uphold the truth means to uphold true principles, not to uphold false and unreal dharmas. In cultivation, we must understand true principles. If we don't understand the true principles, then we are not upholding the truth. Upholding the truth is the best thing. 那接下来就讲到第二个问题，什么是最大的？智与道合最大。So next is the second question. What's greatness? 智与道 unite your will with the way is greatness. 这边上文的解释就是说，你的志愿，志嘛，他的志愿和道合而为一，合者合在一起，那你就能够证到圣果，或者证到阿罗汉呢，或者是菩萨，这是最大的、最伟大的。When your will and the way which you cultivate can unite as one, you can realize creation of a sage. You may realize hardship or walk the Bodhisattva path, and that is the foremost greatness. 主要就是讲说，你的志愿和道合而为一的话，那就是能够证圣果。能够证圣果的话，当然是个最大的、伟大的事情。So when your will and the way merge together as one, then you can realize the fruition of a sage. When you become a sage, then of course this is the greatest thing. 那上面就是第14章。The above was section 14. Then we also discussed section 15. 那接下来是讨论第15章。这个同样是问两个问题，一个是力，什么是最有力，什么是最明亮、最光明或是聪明。So again, these are asking two questions: strength and brightness. 来念经文，我 read the Sutra. 沙门问佛：何者多利？何者最明？佛言：忍辱多利，不害恶故，兼加安见。仁者无二，必为人尊。心垢灭尽，竟无瑕秽，是为最明。未有天地，待于今日，十方所有，无有不见，无有不知，无有不闻，得一切智，可谓明理。So the English, Vishamana asked the Buddha, what is the greatest strength? What is almost brilliance? The Buddha said, patience under insult is the greatest strength, because people who are patient do not harbor evil, and they gradually grow more peaceful and strong. Patient people, since they are not evil, will surely gain the respect of others. When the mind's defilements are completely gone, so that the mind is pure and untended, that is almost brilliance. When there's nothing from before the formation of the heavens and the earth until now, in any of the 10 directions that you do not see, know, or hear. When you have attained omniscience, that may be called a brilliance. 所以这多力，很多人多力就是很有力，很有力量，强壮。什么是最明？So two questions, right? One is what's greatest strength? What's almost brilliance? 那答案是忍辱，忍辱的话你就很有力量，多力。为什么不怀恶故？因为忍辱的人他不会怀着恶念，而且他会安健、健康，平安。会忍辱的人呢，无恶，因为他不怀恶嘛，他不会做坏事情，那人家一定会尊敬他。心垢灭尽呢，尽无瑕秽，是为罪名。所以前面这里是讨论到什么时候是多力，就是忍辱。接下来就谈到什么是罪名。你的心垢，心里头的尘垢都除掉了，那你的心就很清净，没有污秽，这是最明亮的。那在天地还没有形成之前，一直到现在，就从无始劫到现在，十方的所有的东西，你没有看不见的，没有不知道的，没有听过的，就是你什么东西都晓得，就是从前无量劫到无始劫到现在，十方三世的所有任何事情，你都知道，而且你得一切智，一切智就是所有东西都知道。是前面讲的这样子就是明了，就最明亮，就是最聪明。So the Buddha answered the first question, how to get the greatest strength. If you are patient under insult, that's the greatest strength. Because people who are patient do not harbor evil, not just hatred. This translation is hatred. Chinese is evil. And they gradually grow more peaceful and strong. Besides, patient people, since they are not evil, will surely gain the respect of others. So people will respect those who are patient. That is the answer for the first question. What's the greatest strength? The next is to answer the ultimate brilliance. When the defilements in your mind are completely gone, and the mind is pure and untainted, there's almost brilliance. Here, this go translated into defilement. I think that's closer. The same character go was translated into dust. Remember in the section 13, the mirror. So defilement. Then all the defilement, the mind is completely gone. Then your mind is pure and untainted. Not just dustless. There's almost brilliance. It's just like a mirror, right? When you remove all the defilement, the rust, then it's shining. Mind also actively. 你这个心里头的尘垢、肮脏的东西、污秽的东西都除掉了，那你心光就现出了，就像镜子一样。镜子你把它擦干净了，磨净了以后，就现出光亮了。那心也是这样，那是最明亮的。And to what extent is from before the formation of heavens and earth, you can say that from beginner's time until now. And in anywhere, any of the 10 directions, and there's nothing you don't know, nothing you don't see, nothing you don't hear. So you see, hear, know everything from everywhere, and from three pairs of. That means that you have 10 omniscience. Omniscience is all knowing, all knowledge, and then we call it brilliance. 这个上人的摘要，是第15章就告诉我们说忍辱的力量是最大的。OK， 那你如果能够灭一切的垢的话，那明白的也很远，明白的多。心垢灭尽，那就可以十方三世的任何事情都晓得。So this section tells us strength of patience is the greatest strength. Patience is the greatest strength. And if we can get rid of all the defilement, then you'll be able to have far-reaching understanding, and have the all knowledge. This translation seems like that when you are patient, then you're able to end the defilement and have far-reaching understanding. I think you can probably interpret two separate things, because this section asks two questions, right? One is the greatest strength, the other one is the almost brilliance. So they don't need to link together. And so this can read both ways. Either this is a continuation from patience or separating. 这边这个上人的开示呢，是能灭一切垢，这个可以解释说，你有忍辱以后，你的力量最大，那你就能够灭一切垢。所以原来的翻译是这样子，但是另外一个解释其实可以是独立的，因为这一章讲的是两个问题，一个是最大，一个是最明，对不对？那这两个没有说一定是要连接在一起。那今天上来去讲的忍辱力量最大，不忍辱没有力量，力量是没有穷尽。Is to emphasize the patient, the strength of patient, and the insight is infinite. 为什么它力量大？它不怀恶故。完全是善的，所以力量没有穷尽。So why is patient is the greatest strength? Because when you are patient, you do not harbor evil, and so it's totally good. Then therefore is the strength is inexhaustible. 另外加上安健、平安、健康、健全。What's more, the patient will become calm, healthy, and robust. 这个柔能克刚，软能克硬，弱能胜强。And must continue to say the soft can overcome the hard, that which yields can defeat that which is obstinate. And something soft gentle can overcome something hard. Victory goes to what yields over what is obstinate. 那柔能克刚，忍辱的人的话，看起来是很柔，对不对？他不会跟你硬碰硬，就是他可以胜过那个刚强。那个软的能够克硬的，弱能胜强。So when you are patient, you appear to be very gentle, and that gentleness can overcome the hard. And you yield, but you can defeat which is obstinate. Soft can overcome something hard. 那我们有拿到弥勒菩萨的他忍辱的功夫寄送做讨论来讨论这个，他能够忍啊，他觉得很柔软，是他你打他，他也不还手，骂他不回嘴。这种功夫表面上看起来是很柔弱，没有用，实际上是最强大的。We talk about the Bodhisattva, Maitreya Bodhisattva's patience, the birth patience. And he was so patient. You scold him, he didn't talk back. You beat him up, he just lie down, sleep. But he appeared very gentle, soft, and weak. And yet he is the stronger one. So when you are patient, people will respect you. So that's what we stopped last time. 那我们上次就谈这边，就是谈到忍辱多力这个问题。那个罪名是还没有谈到。So we finished discussion last time about the greatest strength. The second question, the ultimate brilliance, we haven't discussed. We'll continue. 这边经文就讲心垢灭尽，尽无暇会，是为罪名。So when the mind's defilements are gone completely, so that the mind is pure and contented, that is almost brilliance. 还是回到讲的自私自利、贪嗔痴这些染污的念头，要把这些欲念都灭尽了，那就净无暇会，你的心就是清净，没有染污。Then that's still talking about selfishness, always seeking, and three poisons. And if we can get rid of all these defiled and thoughts and desire, then our mind is pure and untainted. 你清净的一点毛病也没有了，瑕疵也没有，染污的心都没有，就是清净心了。You become pure to the point that your mind doesn't have any faults, guilt, or defilement. You have only the pure mind. That's your almost brilliance. 因为你把心里的黑暗都去掉，贪嗔痴慢疑啊，这些自私自利 所以都是污浊的东西去掉了，那你就心的是光明，就有智慧。If we can eliminate all the defilements in your mind, then your mind will shine, will reveal, the brilliance will reveal, the radiance will reveal. This is the supreme wisdom. 经文就讲：未有天地，待于今日，十方所有，无有不见，无有不知，无有不闻，得一切智，可谓明矣。This is the Sutra text, and there's nothing from before the formation, heavens and the earth, until now, in any of the 10 directions that we do not see nor hear, and we have 10 omniscience that may be called brilliance. 前面我们讲过，就是这个天地还没有成立，世界还没有成立，还没有形成，也到现在，你从无始劫以前到现在，十方的所有的东西，你没有不看见，没有不知道的，没有不听话的。也换句话说，你得到一切智，那就是最明的，最有智慧的。So from before the formation of the world until now, so there's nothing in throughout the 10 directions that you do not know, you do not see, you do not hear. That means that you have a 10 omniscience. That may be called the brilliance. 那这里这是圣人的解释，我想我们已经谈过。This is an explanation by the master. We talked about it already. 那十方三世所有东西都晓得的，就是得到一切智，这才算是真正明白、真正明了、真正有智慧。When you obtain omniscience, then only this comes as general understanding, general comprehension, and general wisdom. I think we will take a look at what's omniscience. 那我们来看看这个一切智。这个在佛法里头常常有提到一切智。一切智其实有两个解释，一个就是佛智，那它同时呢，那个仔细去谈的话，有三种智，这是其中的一个智。前面我们会看到，就知道一切法。从这个名词上，一切智嘛，一切智慧、知识。So this omniscience, this is just Buddha's wisdom, perfect knowledge, omniscience. To understand everything. It can also be one of the 3 kinds of wisdom. 这边就列出了3智出来，一切智、道种智和一切种智。So there are actually 3 kinds of wisdom. The first kind is Shavaka, knowledge. Second one is the Bodhisattva knowledge. Third one, this is Buddha's knowledge. 所以一切智其实讲的是声闻缘觉的智，声闻缘觉的智慧。道种智呢，这是菩萨。一切种智，这个才是佛智。这是佛智。但是前面讲你像一切智的时候，其实他讲的就是佛智， 所以这个定义上有时候会混在一起。你要看看那个经文谈的是什么。我们这个圣上经讲这一切字，应该就是指的佛智，而不是只有声闻缘觉的智。So this omniscience, as we translate into omniscience, this Shabaka's knowledge. This actually in the sutra can mean Buddha's knowledge. Okay. So you have to be careful when you read the sutra, whether it's only talking about the Shabaka's knowledge or the Buddha's knowledge. 这个智呢，其实是比较偏向于知识，因为我们如果你熟悉的话，我们讲有6波罗蜜，就是布施、持戒、忍辱、精进、禅定、智慧，那里6波罗蜜。那智慧第6个，我们应该叫智慧，其实它是般若。然后除了这6个以外，上头还有4个，在《华严经》里头。This character, 智 actually is not really wisdom. It's more like knowledge. That's why here is all talking about knowledge. Because this is jnana. There are 6 paramitas. You have giving, according precepts, and patience, vigor, samadhi, and wisdom. And the wisdom actually more accurate is prajna, so just wisdom. On top of that, there are 4 other paramitas explained in the Avatar Sutra. 那除了这六波罗蜜6度以外，上头还有4个。第1个是方便，第2个是，然后那是第7个是方便，第8个是愿，然后是力，那第10个最高的是智，是这个智。Okay. So above numbers 6 paramitas, number 7 is experience. And then number 8 is vows, number 9 is strength. And number 10 is this character, knowledge, jnana, the Sanskrit jnana. And the number 6 is prajna. It's different.那前面这个，我们把那个看一下。I'm going to go back the Sutra text on this section. Sorry to go back to so much. 我们把这章的经文再过一次，这个复习。所以这个问题经文就讲何者多利，何者罪名。So the beginning of the section. The question what's the greatest strength? What's the almost greatest? 佛陀的回答呢？忍辱多利。为什么？因为不怀恶故，而且兼加安见。仁者无恶，必有仁尊。那到这边就是在解释为什么忍辱多利。那接下来就是谈到什么是罪名，心垢灭尽。净无小昧，就是你的心最净，你的心 自尽其意，就是你清净了你的心，那是罪名，你的心就会发光。所以那会有天地大于今日，是从有盘古开天到之前到现在，所谓的十方所有的东西，十方三世的东西，你都看得见，都看到，知道，听过，那你就得到一切智，是所有的知识，所有的东西你都晓得，那这样子就叫罪名。So the answer on the Buddha is patience. That's the greatest strength. The reason being that when you are patient, you do not harbor evil, and you gradually grow more peaceful and strong, and people gain respect from others. So this is the answer for why patience is the greatest strength. Then following this is to explain what is almost brilliance. You have to get rid of all the defilement from your heart, from your mind. And so your mind is pure and untainted. Then this is almost brilliance. Because in this state, you know everything, you see everything, you hear everything. Beginner's time to now and in all direction, everywhere. That means you have 10 omniscience, and that's called the brilliance. This word omniscient, omni means all, every. Science, this actually means knowledge, so it means all knowledge. Right? You know everything, all knowing. So you know everything, and 3 periods of time, and 12 and 10 direction. So you know everything. It's the most brilliant. 这个英文名字 omni 是全部的意思。Science 其实就是个知识，知道所有东西都知道，就是我们这边讲的一切智，一切所有的知识，是这样子。就是你的心能够清净时候，就什么东西都看得见，所以是罪名。So when your mind is pure to the extreme, then you know everything. You can see everything. Just the mirror is so bright, you shine. Okay. Another analogy I like to use is like a glass of water. When the water is, you have muddy water, then you won't be able to see anything. Right? But when the glass of water settles for a while, then the mud, the silt will settle down. Then the water, both will be clear. You can see that through. You can see through everything. 所以你那个心垢除掉以后，你的心就是最明亮，像镜子一样，像如意珠一样。因为常常喜欢用的一个譬喻，就是像有一杯的水，那水是污浊的水，那你就看不过去，你看不透，对。但是你当这杯的污水，你让它沉静下来，过了一段时间以后，那个沙泥会沉淀下来。沉淀下来的话，那个水就清了。清的话，你就看得清楚，对不对？ 等于你事情东西都看得清楚，是你最明了智慧。Okay, I think this is the section 15. We'll go to 16. 那15章到那边，接下来我们就谈16章。这16章是舍爱得到，你把这个爱舍掉以后，你就可以得到。So section 16 talking about casting aside love. This is talking about emotional love. Emotional love. And then you'll attend away. You'll realize achievement in your cultivation. Let's read the text. 我们的经文念：佛言，人怀爱欲不见道者，譬如沉水至手脚之，众人共饮，无有睹其饮者。The Buddha said, people who cherish emotional love and desire do not see the way. Just as when you stir clear water with your hand, those who stand beside it cannot see their reflections. 人以爱欲交错，心中着心故不见道。So to people who are entangled in emotional and desire have turbidity in their minds, and therefore they cannot see the way. 汝等沙门当舍爱欲，爱欲过尽，道可见矣。You shamanas should renounce emotional love and desire. When the stance of emotional love and desire disappear, to be able to see the way. Okay. 就是这一章到这边为止。那这边佛陀就讲的，一个人心里头有爱啊，有欲啊，就不见道，不会见到道。什么譬喻？就像水啊，你用手去搅它，本来是很澄清的，你搅它的话就不澄清了。那有人过来呢，没有办法再看到自己从水里头看到影像，像一个池子，这本来是澄清的，所以你会看到这些影子，对不对？这个，但是你如果去搅它的话，就混掉了，那你看不到那个影子。So the Buddha said that those who cherish emotional love and desire do not see the way. I think harbor can also be good translation because this is why it's more like harbor, emotional love and desire, not see the way. Your analogy is that when you have the water, still water, clean like that, you'll be able to see your reflection. But when you stir it, the water, then no one can see their reflection. This pond, right? 那人里爱欲交错，心中着心不见道。那个譬喻就是像我们心里头为什么会无着，是因为我们有爱有欲啊，所以我们心就很无着。浊呢，就像浊水一样，那个池子水是浑浊的话，就看不到影子，那就看不到道。So if we are entangled in emotional and desire, then there's turbidity in our minds. Our minds not clear, not pure. Just like the water is turbid. and you won't be able to see your reflection. And when your mind is turbid, then you won't be able to see the way. 所以佛陀的开始就说你要舍掉爱欲，要把爱欲舍掉。你爱欲够尽以后，道可迁。你心里头没有爱了，没有欲了，这是成垢了，这是一种垢。那你就可以见到道理。So the Buddha's instruction is that cast aside, renounce emotional love and desire. When the stance of emotional love and desire disappear, you'll be able to see the way. Instead, your mind is pure and unclear, then you'll see the way. Okay. 上人的说明，我们一般人的心呢，心水呢，心像有水一样，本来是澄清的，可是你要是把它搞混了呢，就不澄清了。澄清是什么？是道；不澄清的就是爱欲。So this master's explanation. So in this section, explains the mind of ordinary people. That the water of the mind is originally clear, and if you stir the water up, it's no longer clear. So what's clarity is the way that which is not clear is emotional love and desire. 爱欲呢，仗着我们不能明心见性，仗着我们不能够见到，不能证果。The desire and emotional love shock us so that we are not able to understand our mind and see our nature. It keeps us from seeing the way, therefore, from realizing the function of the way. 就是爱和欲呢，仗着我们，让我们明心见性。明心见性呢，就不能够见到，不能够证果。明心见性，这个我们常常听到明心见性。就是我们如果把这个心和见对调以后，是明见心性。那样子的话，我觉得是比较容易了解，就是很清楚的能够看到你的心性。不是说心和性是两件事，是心性合在一起，明见心性。And this translation is understand the mind and see nature. This is a literal translation from Chinese. It's 明心, this is mind, understand and see the nature. However, in Chinese, there's 4 characters. The middle 2 actually can switch around. And when you switch it around, it means clearly see the nature of the mind. Right? That I think probably make more sense. You clearly see your nature. It means actually clearly see your nature and hear nature. 你见到位出果，你真的是出果阿罗汉，你是见到，你见到了道了，看到那个修行的那个道路。When you become a first stage aha, that called the stage of seeing the way. So you start to see the way, and you walk on the way. 人怀爱欲啊，我们人心里头怀抱的、怀念的就是爱和欲，什么都讲爱，什么讲欲。So people who cherish love, desire do not see the way. But people harbor in their minds love and desire. Everything they do involves love and desire. 不见道者，你修道不明白道，就一边修着一边丢啊，一边教你没有爱欲，你这边爱欲就更多一点，因为你们有爱欲，所以就不会见道。If you cultivate the way and do not understand it, then on one hand, you cultivate, but on the other hand, you lose your cultivation. You are advised not to hold on to any emotional love and desire, but your emotional love and desire keep on increasing. That's why you can't see the way. 譬如沉水之所饺之，因为有爱欲呢，所以不见道。譬如什么澄清的水呢，你用手去把它搅浑了，因为水里头有一些沙泥啊，那你就有一些沙泥，如果没有这些沙泥的话，你再去搅它都不会浑的。那这些沙泥是什么？就是爱欲了。It's just like as you stir clear water with your hand. Love and desire overtake you. You don't see the way. What it's like stirring up clear water, your hands so that it becomes murky. The clear water becomes murky because it contains sand and silt. If it didn't contain sand and silt, then even if you stir it up, it won't get murky. What is this sand and silt is love and desire. 这边讲的就是说，因为这个水里头有沙泥啊，所以你搅它，它就会变浑。如果这个是个纯水，纯水没有这些沙泥，那你是怎么在搅它，它都不会浑。那就是我们修行就是要把那些沙泥给除掉。你如果沙泥不除掉的话，你也许有一阵子你可以看清楚，但是一旦有外进来的以后，你这个心就变昏，那样子了就看不见，看不到道。So I think this is a very important point that the clear water becomes murky because it contains sand and silt. And if it doesn't contain these things, then no matter how you stir it up, it won't get murky. It's the emotion love and desire are like sand and silt. Because we have emotion love and desire in our mind, that's why our mind can become murky, become turbid. And without sand and silt, without emotion love and desire, no matter how we stir it, it won't become murky. Our mind will still be clear. So we should try to remove all the emotional love and desire. 这样结论就是说，为什么不见道？就是因为有爱欲的搞混了。So it's still the conclusion that why you don't see the way, because the emotional love and desire that make you and so murky. 我们人呢，一天到晚就想爱了、想欲了，这些不清净的东西，交错在一起。 你这个智慧水浑了就没有智慧，所以就浊心了。From morning to night, you keep thinking about defiled things such as emotion, love, and desire, and they become entangled. And so no matter what they think about, it's really the emotion of this. They only think about emotion, love, and desire. So the word of wisdom become turbid in their mind. The wisdom disappear, and therefore they cannot see the way. 这边上面讲得很清楚，为什么我们不明白道、不见道，修来修去也不正果？为什么？因为有爱欲心，因为心里头有爱欲。So we cultivate the way day in and day out, but we don't have any achievement, and we don't see the way. Why is that? Because we harbor emotional and sexual desire. 如果没有爱欲心呢，很快就会见到。You can eliminate emotional love and desire from our mind, then we'll be able to see the way very quickly. 那边上面就这边讲到讲舍爱欲了，对，你要把这个爱欲给舍掉。但是上面这边讲的说，你舍爱欲不是说你看到有的男人看到女人，就说女人对女人发脾气赶她走，不是这样。So the master explained about the cast aside emotional love and desire, and how do you cast aside emotional love and desire? It does not mean that a man should say that I hate women and I got angry and send her away. That's not the right way, okay, to handle desire. 那要怎么样？见如不见，闻如不闻。你不需要讨厌他，也不要动心、动念头。So how should we do it? We should see as if not seeing, hear as if we haven't heard. There's no reason to despise the opposite sex. Simply don't let our mind become swayed by them. Then that's I think that's 就是要如不动，是不动不会坏境所转。像我们前面也讲到，这样一面镜子，是物来则现，物去则就没有了。这个不会，这个镜子不会受外境影响。So we need to maintain our mind, be calm, and not disturbed by anything outside. Just like a mirror. When things come, they appear in the mirror. When things leave, it's nothing in the mirror. So our mind should keep, to train our mind like that. 当舍爱欲，我们这边讲的舍就是布施啊，就像你布施钱给人，那已经把钱都布施，你自己就不会占有了。所以那爱欲你舍了，你舍了以后你就没有爱欲。这边上面也许在开玩笑，是把爱欲舍给谁？舍给你的父母亲。To cast aside love and desire means to give them away. You don't own them anymore. Just like when you give money to people, then once you have given it, you don't have money anymore. And for emotional and desire is the same thing. When you give them away, then you don't owe them, don't want to keep them. And I think the master is kind of joking that to whom should you give your love and desire? Give your back to your parents. 当你的爱和欲这些垢都没有的时候，你可以见到一个正果。The field of emotional love and sexual desire are gone, then you'll be able to see the way and realize the fruition of the way. This is the end. Okay, this 16章就到这边结束，时间也差不多了。我们看看大家有没有什么问题。Time is up already. So if people have question, you can type in the chat box and raise your hand. 可以打在聊天室里头或者举手。我先宣布一下下礼拜天的。So I'll next announcement for next Sunday. 那下礼拜天晚上的讲演是朱建和居士和我们报告我们东区的那个妙觉佛教学院的工程进度。Next Sunday, Mr. Zhang Chu will give us a report, a progress report of this wonderful Enlightenment Buddhist Institute. It's the project we are building the East Campus. And it's called the Wonderful Enlightenment Buddhist Institute. It's going to give us the update. 另外，下礼拜二，法大他们办了一个讲演，请了一位汉学专家，叫做万百安，西方人，中文名字。同样，我们的是星期二晚上7点开始到8点半。他要谈的是孔子的语言哲学何以证明。So next Tuesday, it's the same time as this class, and I think I have English. The professor will speak on how not to ratify names, it's Confucianism. Okay. And it's this time, it's our next Tuesday. And you need to register beforehand so that they'll give you the Zoom link. 那这个你必须要先上网去报名，去报名了以后，他才会给你那个 Zoom 的 link。看到我的老鼠，给你的 Zoom link 在这边，你必须点这个东西去报名，然后他们会给你那个 Zoom 的连接，到时候你才能够听到这个讲演。So because of this conflict of time, I think we'll take a week off. 现在都没有。那我们下礼拜二就停课一次，让大家能够去听这个万百安教授的讲演。So we'll take a break next Thursday, so that people can listen to this professor's lecture。大家有没有问题？如果没有问题的话，我们就回向喽。Any questions? If not, we'll dedicate merit. Nice. 用中文好了，所以要 chant this in Chinese. 弟子功德，庄严佛净土，上报四重门，下济三途苦。若有见闻者，悉发菩提心，尽此一报身，众生心无故。所以报in respect to the Venerable Master, Amida 4.